The manifesto pledged to abolish the leasehold system. When is that likely to be delivered?
Well, that commitment in our manifesto to finally bring the feudal leasehold system to an end, and it requires many things to happen for that to be the case, is a whole of Parliament commitment. Now, there's a great many things we need to do to honour that commitment. We've got to turn on the Leasehold and Freehold Reform Act that was passed in the wash-up in the last Parliament. That is more complicated than it sounds. It involves an extremely complex programme of secondary legislation, but that is our intention. And then it requires further reforms, not least ensuring that common hold is the default tenure going forward. But our commitment to make that change over the Parliament remains in place. And I hope at a point in the not too distant future to be able to say more about precisely the plan of action, if you like, about how we intend to take that forward over the coming years.
Some people have been concerned after you met pro-leasehold lobbyists that the pledge may be a bit wobbly now. Can you offer any words of reassurance beyond what you've just said?
I was slightly puzzled by this story, if I'm honest. I went to a conference of a legal chambers. I think there was about 200 lawyers in the room. I think some were acting for government, some were acting against government. That's the nature of the legal profession. And I went to give a general talk on the government's housing and planning priorities. But what I'd say in sort of response to the direct point is, we will not row back in any form from the commitments we made in our manifesto to finally end that leasehold system. The idea that if someone shouts out in an audience like that, please don't do it, that is going to influence my view or the government's view, I think is for the birds.